What's up guys, Earl here for Tech, and Realme 9i is an all-around performing budget smartphone. It comes with all the essential features that one would want in a budget smartphone. It has a big battery, Full HD Plus display, competent processor, and not to forget the 50 megapixel main camera. However, is it a worthy successor over the Realme 8i? Find out in this review. Talk about the design. The Realme 9i is a slim and light device, and thanks to its rounded corners, it's comfortable to hold and use. The back is made out of a polycarbonate material with a stereo prism effect. When hit with light, the rear panel shows vertical lines going from the top to the bottom of the device. It does catch fingerprints and smudges, so it's best to use the free jelly case included in the box. More on its back. On the upper left corner, we get the protruding camera module and a Realme branding below. We have the device in the Prism Blue color, and it is also available in Prism Black if you are interested. Up front, it's got a large 6.6-inch display with a relatively thin bezels on the top and sides, while the chin is a little bit thicker. You get a cutout on the top left corner of the screen for the selfie camera. For buttons and ports, located on the right side is the power/lock button that also doubles as a fingerprint scanner. On the left side, you will see the volume rockers and a triple card tray that accommodates 2 nano-size SIM cards and a micro SD card. All buttons are well placed and is easy to reach. Up top, there's the secondary microphone, while down at the bottom, there's the USB Type-C port, 3.5mm headphone jack, speaker grill, and the primary microphone. Now for the display, just like the Realme 8i, the Realme 9i features a large 6.6-inch IPS LCD screen with 2412 by 1080px resolution, 90Hz refresh rate, a pixel density of 400 ppi, and a maximum brightness of 480 nits. This panel, however, is a step down considering that the Realme 8i screen has 120Hz refresh rate. Well, nonetheless, the display is great with adequate brightness and rich colors. Even in bright sunlight outdoors, you can comfortably see what's on the screen with brightness set to the highest. As for audio quality, the stereo speaker seems to be a missed opportunity as the sound can get distorted at maximum volume and is heavy on mids, making it very suitable for voice calls but not for more immersive audio experiences like listening to music. For the latter case, a 3.5mm audio jack is still available for your needs. Now, software-wise, the Realme 9i runs on Android 11 skinned with Realme UI 2.0. The UI was easy to use and will not have any issues finding your way around, especially if you're a previous Oppo or Realme user. As usual, it still does come with a few bloatwares and pre-installed third-party applications such as Facebook, Netflix, Lazada, Spotify, and Twitter that you can easily uninstall anytime. Now, by default, the app drawer for the home screen is turned on, but you can change it in the settings to the standard mode or simple mode. And it also comes with plenty of customizable options such as the shape icons, inbuilt wallpapers, dark mode, and eye comfort mode for reading. The Realme 9i is available with 128 gigs of internal storage, and out of the box, there seems to be 110 gigs of usable space left. Now, under the hood, powering the Realme 9i is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 with an Adreno 610 GPU and 6 gigs of RAM. It also has RAM expansion up to 5 gigs of memory from the phone storage. We found the device to perform averagely decent for your regular social media browsing, calls, binge watching, and other streaming apps. Navigating the UI with the default animation speed, it makes the 9i feel slower than it actually is, but you have the option to change it between 60Hz and 90Hz for smoother animation. Now, playing games on the other hand will show you the limitations of the Snapdragon 600 series chipset. Games are playable but do not expect high-fidelity graphics as well as slowdowns for graphic-intensive scenes. If you're curious about the benchmark scores, check out our written review link in the description box below. For security, you can unlock the phone via the side-mounted fingerprint scanner and face unlock. Both are generally reliable and quick. Connectivity-wise, it comes with the standard connectivity features such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.1, GPS, and dual SIM 4G LTE. As for the battery, the Realme 9 9i is equipped with a massive 5000 mAh battery with support for 33W fast charging, which can get you from 0 to 100 in an hour and 10 minutes. The PC Mark IV 3.0 battery test rated it at 22 hours and 26 minutes. Now focusing on the camera, it's got a triple camera setup at the back composed of a 50 megapixel main, 2 megapixel macro, and 2 megapixel monochrome depth sensor. Now for selfies, there's a 16 megapixel front camera. Checking out some sample shots, you don't get an ultra-wide angle camera on the realme 9i, but you can shoot at the full 50 megapixel resolution, and with that, photos come out better as there are more details, especially in the objects at a distance. Portraits had good edge detection, and the phone lets you choose the level of background blur before taking a photo, which is great. Now for macros, it gives you decent detail, but do not expect too much. Now when it comes to low light, the realme 9i is okay. The images come out hazy. Using night mode helped capture details in the shadow better, and images were brighter as well. It also had some improvement in details and objects were sharper. For selfies, the front camera works best in daylight setting, and the portrait mode creates good background separations. For videos, it is capable of shooting 1080p at 30 frames per second, and there is no stabilization, so expect some shaky footage. Okay, so finally, let's talk about the price. The realme 9i is available for 11,990 pesos, and on its own, we can say that this is a good device for casual use. It has a better and modern chipset, namely the Snapdragon 680, in place of the Helio G96 in the 8i. However, the phone becomes harder to justify as a good update given how little it changes things from its predecessor. The Realme 8i might still offer a little more value at the same price for many users. So that's it guys. What do you guys think about the Realme 9i? Do let us know in the comment section below, and if you find this video helpful, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit yukitech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. This has been Arel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.